Hi dear, it's Wendy. Grab a snack and sit tight because I'm going to take you on a journey of how I lost 30 pounds and kept it off. Trust me, if I can do it, you can absolutely do it. Why? Because I don't come from an athletic background. Growing up, I would spend my summers in between summer school or playing League of Legends. I was basically a hermit who was addicted to gaming. I would even skip gym class to study in the library just so that I wouldn't have to sweat. This was the kind of lifestyle I lived, and I noticed that I was starting to grow a little bit of a belly, but I would cover it up with my clothes and not think too much about it. My crippling social anxiety didn't help either, and I was burying myself in homework or League of Legends just to avoid thinking about all the stress. My priorities were 1, maintaining my high school grades, 2, playing League of Legends and maintaining a high win rate there, and 3, binge watching Korean dramas. So athleticism was never in the picture in high school. University rolled around and I had heard about the freshman 15, but I thought to myself, there's no way that I would gain the freshman 15. And I was right. I didn't gain the freshman 15. I gained the freshman 30. So I gained 30 pounds, and it was so strange to me because for the first time in my life, I was in an overweight BMI. I had horribly unhealthy habits such as sleeping 4 hours a night and eating at the school cafeteria's buffet where they served a lot of deep fried foods and foods covered in pasta sauce and cheese and just loaded with unhealthy stuff. I also went to a party school with a culture of drinking, which added inches to my waistline. I remember coming home for Thanksgiving and my dad exclaimed, "Whoa, you look like a rolling ball." And my dad definitely roasted me there, but he was also right. But I was so delusioned into thinking that everything is okay when it clearly wasn't. I'll be honest, I really embraced my thick thighs and I felt really good and comfortable in my body. I even squeezed myself into sizes that were way too small for me, maybe just to psychologically tell myself that, hey, I'm still at the same weight I was before I went to university. But it was just me being delusional. I would also send Snapchat pictures with the caption covering my insecurities, like, "Girl, I know all the secrets and don't try to fool me. I know how it goes." You know, you cover your double chin with the caption just so that no one sees. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I think that there are turning points in life that make you a better person. Without going into too much detail and to spare you from my tears, it has to do with my dad's health. For once, I had a strong why as to why I wanted to start losing weight. I wanted to become a good role model and to lead by example and to show that a lot of hard work can amount to a big difference and that you can make a change in your life. I know that old habits are really hard to kick, but dude, if you try really hard, I promise you, you can do it. It takes a certain kind of willpower to be consistent and disciplined with your habits. So instead of saying, one day I'll do this, I decided, no, today is day one of me starting my new habits. And that's when it all began. That's when I started deciding, okay, I'm going to start losing the weight. Looking back, I think that's the first time I decided to become a mature adult because I looked at a situation and thought to myself, okay, here's my action plan and here is how I'm gonna get through it. So, to be honest, I would spend more time reading and researching about working out and watching people work out on YouTube rather than actually work out. I came up with every excuse under the sun. Oh, the gym smells kind of funny today. Oh, my period is coming soon. Oh, Mercury is in retrograde. So I would come up with every single excuse, and it became very apparent that I needed a little bit of a buffer period before I stepped into the commercial gym. I wasn't confident enough yet. So what I would do is I would go to the gym in my apartment complex, and because I love K-pop, I would dance to my favorite K-pop songs, make up my own choreography or dance to whatever dances they had, and it helped ease me into the pattern of going into the gym, even though I would just go and kind of flail my arms a little bit. It was something. At least I was there. After spending several months in the apartment gym, familiarizing myself with dumbbells and K-pop dance routines, I finally decided, okay, it's time to go to the commercial gym. I started off using a lot of machines at the gym, which, to be honest, was really boring. And then one day I discovered powerlifting and I have fallen in love with it ever since. There is something so magical about picking up something so heavy and feeling like I did this, like I just lifted this, I could accomplish anything. It's one of the best feelings in the world, and I highly suggest you give it a try. In terms of my diet, I had read about keto and I thought, okay, yeah, let me try keto. But it wasn't something that worked for me because it wasn't sustainable in the long run. I would just end up binge eating sushi and ramen, and it just didn't work out for me. I opted for a healthy diet plan where I ate whole, unprocessed foods and cooked my own meals, which really helps because I was tracking my calories inside of MyFitnessPal, which is an app that you can get on your phone. And it really helps me with the big picture idea because I was like, girl, I'm not wasting my calories on this cookie because I know it's going to take me a long time to work it off. So it really helped put everything into perspective, and I highly recommend you try out a calorie tracking app when you're beginning. Diet is a really important part about losing weight. I noticed that I was also mentally feeling so much better. I had a much clearer mind, and my anxiety and depression, for once, was kind of contained because of all the exercise I was doing plus the food I was eating. After keto, I phased into intermittent fasting, which is when you eat within a certain period of time. And I noticed that the pounds were finally getting off. You know, I see all these people work so hard at the gym, and I'm so inspired, especially by the people who are clearly new to it. And trust me, I see you working hard, and I want to just go up to you and hug you because you are amazing. And I completely remember that feeling I first had when I went to the gym, and I felt so clueless and I felt like I didn't belong. Everyone else was hotter than me, everyone else was ripped. Like, what am I doing here? But you just gotta persist. You have to be persistent and consistent and just keep going to the gym. Trust me, half the battle is showing up. And by the time you get there, you might as well pick up a few weights, do a little bit of cardio, and it's a good time. And I'm rooting you on, okay? I'm always cheering for you. I never engaged in hurtful, self-loathing thoughts when I was 30 pounds heavier. In fact, I'm probably more critical of myself now than back when I was heavier. Embrace every minute of your weight loss journey because it's a fun time. Embrace your shortness of breath, the red face you get and looking like a tomato, making a sweat imprint into the yoga mat. Like, these are all really good memories, and I love working hard towards something and seeing it actualized. Enjoy the journey and the grind because I promise you it'll be well worth it. Let me know in the comments down below what your action plan will be for this year. Let's work together and let's be skinny legends together!